The David Pakman Show at davidpakman.com.
All right, Mitt Romney wins the Illinois Republican primary. We don't have to get into microanalyzing every single primary at this point. I think we'll just figure out eventually what happens. It would be great for President Obama if nobody comes out as the nominee. Well, it would be great for President Obama if no one in the Republican Party comes out at all. But if nobody is reaches the 11...
There's going to be a nominee.
Right, because there is going to be a nominee before the convention is what I mean, because that'll just be more spending and you know, I don't even know what we're hearing there, Lewis. That's some interesting stuff.
That's computer problems is what it is.
Republican voters say they want someone with strong executive experience. I have two questions on that. Number one, why would you vote for Rick Santorum then? And number two, why would you think that having executive experience means you would be a good president? As we've asked a number of guests now, Lewis, and nobody has a satisfactory answer. One guy said they pointed to, was it Truman or Hoover? Who did they point to? Does anyone remember?
I mean, I remember I pointed to Hoover, but I don't remember what the guest pointed to.
Yeah, well, anyway, the question is, what evidence do we have that having executive experience makes you a good president? And we really have none, Lewis. We really have none at all. Sometimes people will point to Ronald Reagan because he was kind of a solopreneur, an actor. But I don't really buy that. Plus, he was also in charge of the actors' union.
Right. But I'm sure the corporations and super PACs would love someone with executive experience, corporate experience in the White House, right?
Oh, they would love it.
Yeah.
There's just no evidence they would make a good president based on past presidents.
Right.
I mean, in 2008, Republicans argued that Barack Obama wouldn't be an effective president because he never ran anything. And since his inauguration, they've never let go of this argument, even though Obama has succeeded in getting legislation through as far as Wall Street, automobile industry, healthcare. He has succeeded on the battlefield. I mean, he got bin Laden, Lewis. So that argument really hasn't gone well. And in a typical exchange during the BP oil spill, people like Sean Hannity and GOP strategist Ed Gillespie agreed that the feeling America was on the wrong track could be traced back to the fact that Obama doesn't have executive experience. This is ridiculous. Makes absolutely no sense. But then the question is, why would any of those people support Rick Santorum? Why would anyone support Rick Santorum? Because the guy has no such executive experience. Putting aside the fact that I don't believe that experience would make you a good president. Rick Santorum all of a sudden isn't talking about it anymore. Santorum used to talk about that. Santorum used to talk about how Obama had the deficit that he didn't have executive experience. Now that he's running for president, conspicuously silent about executive experience, isn't he, Lewis?
He is. But Romney seems to be soaking up all of this. I mean, people are genuinely, what's the word? Convinced, I guess, that executive experience somehow will help you help the economy.
Right.
So so good for Romney. I mean, I hope he can ride this wave, you know, for a little longer.
And the other thing is, if we actually delve into the details of Romney's executive experience, it involves buying companies, bankrupting them in a structured way, which then leads to tons of money for him and his investors. Is that really executive experience that we want translated into running the country? I mean, that sounds like the worst kind of executive experience.
What if Romney could, like, bankrupt China and make the U.S. The wealthiest country in the world?
Is that a rhetorical question, or would you actually like it if he did that?
It's a rhetorical question.
Oh, well,
I don't think Romney is going to be able to do anything with his incredible ability to dismantle companies and make huge profits.
No, it doesn't seem to translate well to being president.
No.